the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home turf. Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Dennis Schroeder.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sohan and Wembanyama. And it's Graham in at the point. And for Brooklyn, we've got Nicholas Claxton. Ben Simmons is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. And we've moved towards the back end of the season, Richard. How much is this part of the year a game of attrition?
Oh, nobody is healthy right now. That's just a part of it. That's why depth matters so much. Plus, your mental toughness is tested to a max right now.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Now here's Graham. Pass to Sohan. Back to Graham. Clock at 6. Right side, Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
Yeah, the agility of Bridges, working around the impact of the foul to get his shot.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
One shot.
Free throw is off from Bridges. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
Now here's Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Claxton with a rebound. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Simmons looking around. Pass to Johnson, and there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Simmons. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Claxton passes to Johnson. The kick out to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the inside. Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Now Bridges. He's got 5. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted, pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Vassell, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Wembanyama with it, working on Claxton. Wembanyama, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Claxton. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Grant. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Graham. And here's Johnson. 6 to shoot. Claxton with a rebound.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Devin Vassell.
And Bridges continues to be more adept at picking up fouls. Such a clever offensive player.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Richard, when you look at the makeup of the San Antonio Spurs, they do possess some impressive talent.
And it's not just talent, it's young talent, B.A. This is a squad that continues to accumulate some very nice pieces. And, of course, it helps when you get the #1 pick in Victor Wembanyama.
The Spurs making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023. Dealing away star power, Richard.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respects. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
Here's Sohan. Still no points. Pass to Johnson. Oh, a magnificent rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Just 5 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. Three-pointer.
Long arms, moves the feet well. Johnson, tough on the defensive side.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And they pick up 2.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 so far. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Bridges passes to Claxton. Goes back up. Out to Bridges. From the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama finds Jones. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Johnson. Wembanyama, the pass to Graham. From 12 feet. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist from Graham.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Bridges outside. Pass to Simmons. Down low. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn has possession. 4-point game. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Pass to Jones. Outside Johnson. His first shot coming late. Here's Sohan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Maybe the first thing people notice about Sohan, his hairstyle, Richard.
Yeah, it can be pretty eye-catching there, B.A. I agree, but it does maybe distract from his play, which can at times be unique and just as flashy.
And he knocks down the first one. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Finney Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. No points yet. The shot won't fall. It's stolen. Out to Bridges. Here's Thomas. Graham covering. Pass to Schroeder. Lets the three fly. Sohan with a rebound. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Jones with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. Here's Wembanyama over Finney Smith. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Thomas. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at San Antonio, boy, it's been a rough season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference. Left side, Wembanyama. Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Schroeder. Taking a look at some numbers here for Devontae Graham.
And currently he's in the zone. A tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Bridges against Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Claxton. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 so far. Jones against Schroeder. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins checked in. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. It's Thomas on the wing. Graham covering. Schroeder against Jones. Now here's Schroeder. Guarded closely. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Jones against Schroeder. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Collins outside. It's Johnson with a drive. Shoots over Bridges. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Collins.
Impressive move by Johnson. He's got that explosive first step.
And here's Schroeder. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I'm just going to say this. Johnson has some bounce. When this man gets off the ground, he gets off the ground with ease.
Thomas passes to Schroeder. He hangs. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got his second basket on the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The Spurs shooting around 40% early on here. Jones against Schroeder. Collins a screen. Jones, the pass to Graham. From deep, Johnson. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Almost kind of a throwback wing. Johnson, he likes to slash, put pressure on the defense.
Free throw drops for Johnson. Richard, if you look at the culture in San Antonio, it's one of great integrity.
Yeah, from the ownership to the front office to the coaches to the players. I had the pleasure of playing there for 2.5 years, BA. I don't know if they would say the same, but this franchise is 100% class.
Walker, he's checked in for Thomas. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Brooklyn. 6-point lead. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
They really struggled to find their footing throughout the night. But towards the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
You know, when things aren't going your way, it's tough to stick it out. So I applaud them for hanging in there.
And the basket by Branham.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
.127 left in the first quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Sohan. The three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Schroeder. Now Claxton. Let's go with a three. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one. Branham passes to Collins. Outside Jones. Collins a screen. 11 feet out. Jones misses. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Schroeder. The three. Gets the three to fall. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Collins finds Johnson. Schroeder comes with a double team. Jones from outside. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Walker for 3. Jones grabs the board. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Here's Schroeder. Walker the off guard, and Bridges the small forward. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Sharp, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Grant, as someone whose career spanned eras, you feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, BA, it's much more difficult, in part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
That's good from Bridges.
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Jones, the pass to Osman. And here's Vassell. Pass to Collins. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And, RJ, I'll tell you, Zach Collins, he is an instigator on the court.
Yeah, B.A., the type of player you love to have on your team and hate on other teams. He does all of that hard-nosed stuff. Every quality team always has a player like him on their side where he just knows how to be a thorn in the side.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. The Nets with the lead. Schroeder with it. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, Bridges. He drops it from range. Bridges has got 19 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Walker against Vassell. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Bridges misses. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Down by 12. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. The wide open shot is on the money. Jones has got 7 points. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
You could say the Spurs are in development mode. Devin Vassell said there's a lot of potential, a lot of new opportunity. Just got to make sure we're growing each game and maturing. As long as we play together and we play the right way, we will have a chance to win every game. We still got the greatest coach of all time sitting back there. Ryan?
Yeah, you'll get no argument here. Thanks, Allie. Well, the Spurs shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Outside Jones. Collins finds Vassell. There's a screen. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Lonnie Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Ben Simmons is checked in for Finney-Smith. And it's Thomas in for Walker. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Graham comes in for Jones. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. For 3, Collins. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Back to Bridges. And we're going to have a jump ball. And here they come. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his bounce.
Out to the wing. Schroeder passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Vassell can't get it to go.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Thomas misses. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Osman passes to Graham. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Simmons brings a double team. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Osman's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Unselfish to the core. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Schroeder passes to Sharp. Pass to Thomas. Out to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. The Spurs have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Nice D from Bridges.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Schroeder. It's Thomas on the wing. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 7 assists in the game. Schroeder against Graham. Vassell outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. And the Nets with possession here. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Back to Schroeder. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Vassell. He's got 5. And there's a 3-second violation. And the 2K leaderboard looking at the best when it comes to field goal percentage. Well, you look at Claxton, an effective scorer, 3rd in the NBA.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 7. Now Claxton. Inside. Nice shot by Simmons. Simmons has gotten his 2nd bucket.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Graham as that one goes. Graham's got his 4th assist in this one. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Outside Simmons.
You know, Richard, it's not every day that you get to see a point guard with the size that Ben Simmons possesses.
Yeah, he is an anomaly, and that's also why he was the #1 pick. In history, you can probably count on one hand the amount of guys that can do things that he can do at his size.
And he drops a first. And both free throws good for Simmons.
They've been knocked down from the line this quarter, trying to build out their lead.
Schroeder against Graham. Pass to Collins. Lets it go from 11. And too long on the shot.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Simmons, the pass to Schroeder. It's Bridges on the wing. Shoots over Johnson. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Graham for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Thomas. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Offensive rebound. Vassell outside. Pass to Johnson. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
And here's Bridges. He's got 21. Here's Schroeder. Down low. And stolen by Graham. On the wing, Vassell. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Bridges passes to Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. San Antonio's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Brooklyn making some changes. Johnson comes in for Bridges, and it's Walker in for Schroeder. Outside Graham. Collins, high post. Clock at 6. Johnson passes to Collins. Over to the wing. Here's Sohan. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Nets have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Here's Simmons. Excellent D there from Collins. San Antonio has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Oh, got that one up quick. Johnson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
When you're out and running, this is who you want to get it to. Keldon Johnson has a great feel for how to score on the break.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. It's a 10-point game. Vassell outside. Here's Sohan. 13 points in the win against Orlando. Pass to Johnson. Left side Graham. The three. Rebounded by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside. We'll see. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Collins finds Johnson. Outside Graham. Fires for three. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, San Antonio's shooting 35% in the second so far. Graham, the pass to Collins. Johnson with it. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Shot clock at 2. Vassell, he's open. Nice shot from the wing. Vassell's got 7 points for the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Simmons, the pass to Thomas. Claxton with it. Collins there. That one falls. Thomas has got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Up top, Collins. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Johnson. He can't get it to go. Johnson with the defensive effort. Vassell against Walker. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. From about 19, and he comes up with a bucket. He's got 9.
Give lots of credit to Devin Vassell. He's really improved his game over the years.
Here's Thomas. Graham covering. Screen by Claxton. Outside Walker. The three is up.
High effort play and quickness. That's how Vassell makes a defensive impact.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Nets out in front. They lead by 12. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And, Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft so far. Really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings.
When I look at Brooklyn, with half the season in the books, they seem to be going from bad to worse.
Well, things trending in the wrong direction, kind of like Ernie's hairline. Ernie, that wasn't me. Kenny wrote that down on my paper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Male pattern baldness. And fellas, looking now at the first half of play, ground to make up, a major deficit for the San Antonio Spurs.
What I'm really wondering is their communication defensively. They've allowed too many good looks, and that's something that can be hard to correct at halftime.
Also, give some credit to the boys on the other side. The execution was on point.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Devontae Graham out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Graham. Yet to see a basket. And there's the drive. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Vassell. Wembanyama screen. Vassell can't get it to go.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Well, Cam Thomas certainly has an interesting background, Richard. He was born in Japan.
Yeah, Thomas is an American citizen and played high school ball in Virginia. Cam's mom was in the Army and was stationed in Japan when he was born there.
And the first one at the line is good. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Bridges hits them both. Well, the Spurs shooting 40% so far in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Here's Thomas. The rebound by the Spurs. Floats one, and there's Grand. That one's good. The assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his third assist of the night. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Claxton with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Johnson from the arc. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Graham with it. The 11-footer. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's
just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Monday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
The upside of road trips like the one they have scheduled is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
That free throw, no good. He does not get the second one. For San Antonio, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Johnson finds Graham. Tipped.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
The kick out to Johnson. And the Nets miss again.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
As point guards go, I don't know that anyone can throw it down like Simmons. He dunks more than most centers do.
Here's Graham. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Collins outside. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Graham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. There's the triple. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Brooklyn is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Bridges with it, and it's Graham picking him up. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Poke loose. Here's Thomas. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Vassell can't connect from short range. Here's Brooklyn. They're on an 11-2 run. Out to Bridges. Fires from deep. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists tonight. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And with this break, we have a chance to look at the best of the NBA shot blockers this season. You look at Wembanyama. Such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now. And, of course, Nicholas Claxton.
They're premier shot blockers, and they do it with instincts as much as length and athleticism.
Left side, Graham. Collins outside. Pass to Sohan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vassell. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Thomas passes to Simmons. Screen by Bridges. And it's Thomas off the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Devin Vassell.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
That free throw misses.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
He hits the second from the line. San Antonio shooting 35% so far in this one. Graham finds Johnson. Collins with a screen on Johnson. The floater, and the layup is good by Johnson. Johnson's got 15.
Wonderful touch from Johnson.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Bridges outside. Vassell comes with a double. Pass to Claxton. Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons has gotten 4 this quarter.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Now here's Graham. Here's Vassell. Offline with a 3.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Bridges passes to Claxton. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Johnson against Simmons. It's Thomas on the wing. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The shot by Johnson, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Vassell against Bridges. Up top, Collins. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Yep, that one goes.
That's good defense, but Johnson with the size and body control, man, that's tough to counter.
Here's Thomas. Bridges outside. Outside Simmons. Right side Johnson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Collins. Outside Johnson. Back to Collins. Shots blocked. Johnson against Johnson. Now here's Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Schroeder, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so it's San Antonio with it. Outside Graham. Vassell outside. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Johnson. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Nets with possession here. They're on a 19-6 run. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Here's Johnson. Covered by Johnson. Back to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Schroeder's got 10.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Collins. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
What makes Johnson so tough is his upper body strength.
Shooting two.
Free throw drops for Johnson. Richard, what's your stance on the take foul that was implemented not too long ago?
I am so glad that they implemented that. The transition game is one of the most entertaining aspects of the game. Not many people are going to complain about a rule that encourages up-tempo basketball.
Osman, he's checked in for Sohan. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Here's Thomas. Collins defending. Out to Schroeder from outside the arc. And the Nets, another three.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Graham against Schroeder. Johnson for three. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Schroeder passes to Simmons. Three-pointer. Thomas misses. San Antonio's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Graham for three. The rebound by Simmons.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Pass to Schroeder. Johnson with it. This one for three. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
Graham against Schroeder. Now Graham. Collins outside. And Collins with the slam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Thomas. Collins defending. Claxton. Picked his pocket. Here's Osman. Pass to Graham. Back to Osman. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Osman's gotten his second bucket on the night.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. And it's Bridges in for Thomas. Bassey, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Graham. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Sharp. Here's Finney-Smith. Clock is at 3. Bridges misses. And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. Here's Vassell. And the 3 off target.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
Schroeder passes to Bridges. Jones against Schroeder. Over Jones. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Osman passes to Vassell. Yep, that one's good. Vassell's got 11 points.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Out to Schroeder. From deep. Finney-Smith's shot is off. Osman on the wing. From downtown. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back with you shortly. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Very specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
And the key is fast decision making. That takes great recognition, and that also takes all 5 guys communicating.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Walker the off guard and Bridges the small forward. Sharp out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. And here's Walker. Pass to Finney-Smith. Collins with the defensive effort. On offense, here is San Antonio, trailing by 19. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here's Jones. Missed inside. The Nets shooting it at 52%. Right side, Walker. Schroeder against Jones. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Schroeder. Schroeder's got 9 assists now tonight. Jones against Schroeder. Jones, the pass to Branham. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. The 3 from Wembanyama. They get it back. Kicks it out to Collins. On the wing, Jones. Walker covering. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Walker against Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And for the players coming into the league, potentially set for life. But there are pitfalls you have to look out for, Grant.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, it's tough. You can't take all your childhood friends along for the ride with you. You've got to be cautious with new acquaintances, so it'll definitely keep you on your toes. You must make great decisions.
First one falls for him. Massey, he's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Branham. And both free throws good for Walker. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Vassell passes to Jones. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Jones has gone 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Schroeder. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And even the players have expressed concern about load management. Are changes afoot, or is this the new normal, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think protecting players from injury is smart to do. But maybe the ticket sellers need to highlight the back-to-back games so fans are well aware that some players might be sitting.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Collins with a screen on Walker. Collins outside for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Finney Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Schroeder against Collins. Now here's Schroeder. Not a lot of room. Bridges passes to Finney Smith. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Walker passes to Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. The rebound by Osman. Osman's got 4 rebounds now. Schroeder against Jones. The ball's knocked loose. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Walker. Here's Bridges. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Bridges has got 14 points now in the second half. The Spurs have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Finney Smith. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Sharp. Outside Walker. Bridges outside. Now Finney Smith. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And you look at two-way players who split time between the NBA and G League. They become important to roster construction, RJ.
It is, but I think also that the NBA has to make sure that these guys are taken care of because they're less expensive, so they end up having to do this bouncing back and forth. And you can have 3 guys shuffling back and forth. It's given a lot of young players an opportunity to prove themselves, but I still think that the teams need to make sure that they're taken care of.
So the Nets making a switch here. Bates Diop's checked in. Outside Finney Smith. 6 to shoot. Pass to Schroeder. Shoots over Johnson. Schroeder can't get it to go. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Free throw good. Schroeder. Graham with it. To end the drought. Rebound Brooklyn. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
He makes a first. And that's good as he hits both shots. Now here's Graham. Collins with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Graham. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Brooklyn. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Here's Bates Diop. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Spurs have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Graham finds Vassell. Lots of room. The offensive rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now Walker. Five to shoot. Pass to Finney-Smith. There's the 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Vassell. And the jumper is good at the free throw line.
You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Schroeder against Graham. Here's Bates Diop. Puts up a deep 3. Sohan with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Vassell with it, and Walker picks him up defensively. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
It's all working for Keldon Johnson right now. Look, he is a different type of matchup, and defenders, look, they can struggle a little bit with that.
Vassell against Walker, and here's Schroeder. Here's Bates Diop. The 3 ball, and Schroeder with the 3. Schroeder's got 21 points in the game.
And they keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
Graham against Schroeder. Graham, the pass to Collins. Outside Johnson. Here's Sohan. Brooklyn with the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Vassell outside. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you know, and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Pass to Bates Diop. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson. San Antonio's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Collins outside. Back to Graham. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
And here's Walker. Pass to Sharp. Now Schroeder. Graham covering. Shot's good by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
San Antonio's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Outside Graham. Now here's Collins. Johnson passes to Sohan. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Outside Finney-Smith. Walker against Johnson. Back to Finney-Smith. Jacks up a three. And it's Graham with the rebound.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Vassell outside. Pass to Collins. Soft touch off the glass.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Well, Richard, the league now requires 65 games played to qualify for postseason awards. You see that curbing load management at all?
I hope so, B.A. I'm not a big fan of load management. I think if you're healthy, you should try and play. You should build up your strength to run a marathon. I think if teams are prioritizing postseason success, that's fine. But, look, players are going to want to get those All-NBA awards because that helps with your contract.
Schroeder passes to Walker. Schroeder, a screen on Vassell. Here's Walker, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Devontae Graham.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And the first one at the line is good. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. And both free throws good for Walker. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter here. Schroeder against Graham. Outside Wembanyama. Puts up a three. Brooklyn with the board. Walker with it. Pass to Schroeder. And to even things out for free agents from year to year, the league now has something called cap smoothing, RJ.
In the past, free agents in a year with a big cap spike would get a lot more money than free agents in the other years. This is an attempt to even it out so we don't have the same thing happen back in 2017.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only two meetings between these teams.
Graham for three, sinks the tray.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
We've got 33 seconds left in the final quarter. Walker passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. The 17-footer. And he hits the jumper for two.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Outside Wembanyama. Nails it.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, They were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. Now our New Balance Player of the Game.